Hi everybody, this is Catherine from In the Pink Designs, and my project today uses a brand new stamp set called Butterfly Brilliance, and the coordinating dies called Brilliant Wings dies. They are going to be in the new 2021 annual catalog. They are available for you to purchase from March 2nd till May 3rd, but if they're in the catalog, it'll be from there, but you can order them early up until May 3rd. Okay, there is one more thing besides the dies. There is a 6x6 designer series paper that goes with it, which I thought I ordered, but apparently I did not. I have a hard time with the demonstrator order because you just put in the number and you don't see the pictures, and I must have missed that it kicked back. But that's okay. I may do. All right, now this is a very, very large stamp. See, you're going to need your, I don't have the largest one yet. This is just an old one I had. You're going to need the F block. Now, I think that I'm going to cut these all apart because it's kind of rare that I'm going to need all of them together. I mean, it gets bunches. I mean, I only did this 3 times. And I got all these different things that I colored and all of that. I mean, it gives you a lot all at once, so that's a good thing to it because the die does the same exact pattern. Okay, so you stamp it once and you only have to cut it once. Alrighty, so they all come out at once. And there's also these just little texture dies and smaller butterflies that come with it. And these that make, let me show you this kind of a butterfly that's all kind of cut out. If you can see. Yeah. Okay, so it's a pretty big pack of dies. You can get it as a bundle right now. Okay. So now that I gave you the basics of it, I'm making a gift box, as usual. Make some type of 3D project. This box is 3.5 by 3.5 by 1 1/4. It will fit this entire, it's a 2.68 bag of Reese's peanut butter eggs. Will all go inside of here and close nicely. So that's the size that we're doing. I'm also using, let me get my list out of here, the Springtime Joy stamp set for the Sentiment, and the Dandy Garden Designer Series paper, which is in the background here. Alrighty. So we're going to start with a piece of Balmy Blue that is 10 by 6. Okie dokie. We're going to start on the 6-inch side. Oops. And we're going to score at 3.5, 4 3/4, 8 1/4, and 9 1/2. We're going to turn it to the 6-inch side, and we're going to score at 1 1/4 and at 4 3/4. Okay. I'm going to fold and burnish. And I forgot to say, in the Designer Series paper, there are sheets that match up with this beautifully, and you can cut 6 butterflies right out of the Designer Series paper, and they're gorgeous. So I'm so sorry I don't have that. I was very shocked when my package came and it wasn't in it. But it's not too hard to color them in. All right. Okie dokie. Now this is what we have to do. Okay. We're just going to get rid of these 2 rectangles, wedge out this square, and then this square and this square that way next to our flap. Alrighty. Okay. So we have the skinniest rectangle on the left-hand side, okay? And let's go to the mid, almost the middle, a little after the middle actually, where the square is down here. There's two rectangles, and then there's a square here and a skinny rectangle there. Go to this square right here, and we're just going to cut the two rectangles straight and wedge the square a little bit. Okay? All right, now we're going to turn it. I'm so sorry. You got my focus here. There we go. Okay, so turn it now so that the skinny rectangle is facing me. And we're going to cut the flap straight, okay, on both sides. And then we're going to get rid of this rectangle up here. And wedge the squares on this side. Get rid of this one. And wedge. Okie dokie. Alright, so now we're going to turn it so that the skinny rectangle is on our right hand side, and come to this square and just cut the two rectangles next to it straight and wedge into these squares. Okay. Okay, now we need our corner rounder from our detailed trio punch, and I'm just going to round the corners of our flap. Okay. And then on the piece that's opposite the flap, we need to cut a little finger hole with whatever small circle punch you have. Okay. So this is what it looks like with the skinny rectangle on the left-hand side when you're done. If you want to take a screenshot of that, I'm going to just push it down. Okay. All right. Now to put it together, we need our tear and tape. And what we're going to do first is on this side, on the side that's going to be on the outside of the tabs, we're going to put two pieces of tear and tape on each side. Okay, now this is going to be the front of our box, so we want these to be the last things that fold over, these pieces. So we're going to connect these to the inside of the back flap. Okay, so you're going to put, when you see your skinny rectangle on the left hand side, you're going to put your tear and tape on the wedged squares over and towards the middle, and then you're going to take the side that you put the wedge out of, and you're going to attach the tab to that side. Okay, so you're going to make this line here straight with this line on the piece that has the notch. Or the piece that just doesn't have a flap if you're not going to do the notch. Okay, now turn it around, and we're going to put tear and tape only in this rectangle. Don't put them on the square tabs. And you want to put it as close to the outside as you can get it. And I'm going to just add one little piece inside. Okay. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to bring down the side we already put halfway together, and we want to make this piece straight with this piece. Okay, so the two flaps, and make sure that the bottom is pretty good, pretty flush with that also. Okay, so this is what we want to make sure it's straight here and it goes straight along there. Okay, and the same thing on the other side. We're going to make sure that this piece is straight with there and this piece is straight with this. Okay, and there we go. Alrighty. And that's our box. Okay, so that construction part is done. Okay, now we need a piece of the Dandy Garden that is 3 inches by 3 inches, and a piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. All right, now we need some seal. And we're going to attach this piece first. Or you could do it different if you want to, but this is how I'm going to do it to start out. I'm going to put my Daffodil Delight piece and center it right on top of the front of the box. Okay? Now this piece we have to do some stamping. And I'm using the sentiment from Springtime Joy. May the new life... Nope. Easter is a lovely reminder of new beginnings. Alrighty, so we need some Memento ink. And I am not the best at lining up the cling stamps, but I'm going to do my best. And for this one, sometimes I tend to get a little on the edge, so I'm just going to wipe the edge. Okay. Good. All right. See, I'm surprised when I get it right the first shot. Alrighty. And then this is going to go right on top of there. Give it a second to dry. And just make sure that that's the top. And I'm just going to center this right on here. Okay. Now our box is done. Now for our stamping. Okay, we need a piece of Whisper White. I'm going to do it this way. And a huge stamp. Don't be afraid if you're done. Maybe you finished all the DSP where everything's all nice together. And you really want to just cut these. Don't be afraid. The only problem with that would be that these can't come apart. So... I mean, it's up to you. I just find it that sometimes I'm not going to use all of them. But you could just put them in. But my favorite ones are this one, and that one. Alrighty. So I'm going to ink up everything the best I can. This would be a really good candidate for the Stamparatus, that's for sure. And you could only ink up a certain spot and just have scrap paper covering the rest. Alrighty, I'm gonna flip it over. And push. Did I tell you you need an F? I believe that's the name of it. Yeah, a block F will fit this stamp. Okay. Okay, so there we go, and you get all 6 butterflies nicely stamped out. This one I did in Pretty Peacock. Is that the name? I think that's Pretty Peacock. And this one I did on some Coastal Cabana, and then I just added some Wink of Stella. So that's another idea. This one I did on some Designer Series paper. So that's all just different ideas. And the rest I pretty much just tried them out coloring. Alright, now for this, now you would just line it up just like this. Just make sure that everything's in very well and you just adjust for here and there. And then I suggest you put at least 2 pieces of the sticky tack tape, because when I put one, it kind of shifted on the bottom, which should have been logical, but I didn't do it. All right, so then we would run it through. But I have the two I want right here, nicely stamped and dry for us to color. All right. Now, for this butterfly, I used light Balmy Blue. And it kind of has the shading in there for you, but you could do this all different colors if you wanted to. But for quickness on the video, I'm just going to do one. They are beautifully detailed. Okay, and for the middle, I used dark smoky slate. And I'll put the middle on this one for now too. Alrighty. And then for the little one, I used light Daffodil Delight. Okay. And that's it. Very quick coloring. All right, now we have our box all ready. And what I did with this is I just kind of bent the wings on both sides up just a tiny bit. Now, I only put one dimensional under this, but you really could put two if you wanted to, so that it lifted it up a little bit more. Okay. So I need some dimensionals. And I put 4 on the big guy and 2 on the little one. And I need just a little bit of liquid glue just on the back of the body. Just a tiny bit. Alright, and then I'm just going to put it right on the top. Just like that. Make sure that the glue takes on the body. Okay, and then for the little one, put a little bit of glue there again. And this is just all my way of doing it. There's other ways that you could do it too if you don't. If you have a different opinion, that's good. Okay. And of course I put a little bit of Wink of Stella on them both. On the wings. Okay. And I got some Opal Rounds. And I used the small ones, and I just put one on the top of the yellow and on the bottom of the blue. Okay, and then I took some metallic edge ribbon in the white. Oh dear, that's the end of that. Hopefully I have enough. All right. And we're going to put in our peanut butter eggs. Now you could take them out of the package if you want to. I'm just going to, because I'm probably going to do another project with these. I'm just going to put the whole package in there. Okay. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to tie the ribbon just on the lid. Alrighty. But you could, if you wanted to, which I might have to if I don't have enough, just tie a bow and attach it on the top. Okay, we could put some polka dot tulle ribbon on this, which would look pretty too. I used this on my last project, so I didn't want to use it on this one, but I have to now because we're out. Okay, and there we go. Now, if you would like some more information about this set, please feel free to contact me. And if you would like to buy any of these products, you can go through me at Stampin' Up at the address at the top of the screen. And I would love it if you would please subscribe and hit the like button. I will see you next time. Bye.